The family of a Florida mother fatally shot through her neighbor's front door is speaking out. A.J. Owens' relatives are calling for her neighbor to be charged to the fullest extent of the law. Here's what Owens' mother had to say at a press conference yesterday.
But we can't grow tired. We cannot be weary. Please do not let my daughter's dying go in vain.
Now, the suspect is in court this morning after being taken into custody on Tuesday. ABC News legal contributor Brian Buckmeyer is joining me now for more on this. Brian, the suspect here was arrested on charges of manslaughter with a firearm, culpable negligence, battery, 2 counts of assault. So what kind of penalties are we looking at? What kind of prison if she's convicted of these crimes?
Yeah, so Diane, that top charge of manslaughter with a firearm, she can be sentenced to up to 30 years in prison. And while we do have a long list of charges, what I suspect is they won't be running consecutively, rather concurrently, because it's all one single act. So far, we know it's shooting through the door. What I'm curious to see is whether or not she's also going to be charged for shooting at someone while in the company of their child. That could add additional charges and even additional sentencing if she's convicted for both the shooting death of Miss Owens as well as shooting in close proximity to her child.
Now, investigators are saying this came in the mid of a 2.5-year feud. What do we know about that?
Very little. We know it's 2.5 years. They seem to be neighbors of some sorts, and there seems to be a plot of land between them that there's an argument as to whether or not it is the defendant's plot of land or some sort of public land in which the children play on, and that seems to be the major contention in this dispute. But as we learn more, I think this is going to color more of the case, because if this is a dispute where 2 people are equally going at each other, then yeah, she's the bad person for shooting at Miss Owens. But if Miss Owens is the one who's always harassing her, or she's the one that's always harassing Miss Owens, I think that really changes the tenor of this case.
There are big questions with this case with the stand your ground law. It exists in Florida. Prosecutors say that this doesn't fall under the stand your ground law. And one of the reasons they're saying is because of the number of witnesses involved here. Why does that matter? Walk me through that.
So stand your ground, a lot of people often focus on the first half of the law, that you do not have a duty to retreat if you are in your home or where you are legally. You can use deadly force. But the back end of that law also says if you have a reasonable fear of imminent danger or death or serious harm. I think it's the second half of that that's really causing a problem for Lawrence, because the witnesses are probably saying what we are initially hearing: she's behind a door, Miss Owens is only knocking. Unless you're telling me that Miss Owens came up with a battering ram and was about to knock down the door and jump on her, it doesn't appear that the danger of any kind of serious harm was imminent. And so I think based on getting the eyewitness accounts, that's what the prosecutors and law enforcement are saying, that this doesn't hold water, this argument of stand your ground.
You touched on this a bit, but how key is the closed door in this case?
I think it's everything, because a door, especially the size of the door, I mean, I was looking in terms of the area of Florida here, and I'm thinking, well, they got a lot of hurricanes there. How strong is this door? Does she know the durability of this door in the home, that it's not going to get blown down by this woman, or not going to get blown down by a hurricane? And if she knows that, the danger is no longer imminent, and therefore you cannot claim self-defense or even stand your ground and say, I thought this was going to happen. No, you were in your home, in your castle, guarded from this danger.
All right, Brian Buckmeyer, thanks for the analysis.
My pleasure.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.